Of the weeks that will be for the Pioneers. Let's start off with the softball team. The road ahead for the women's softball team. They have Carlo tomorrow. Maybe. It's supposed to rain, so maybe. They're 11-16 coming in are the Celtics. That one's scheduled for 3 o'clock. Again, hopefully Zelenka 6-1 and Zana 5-6 scheduled to go. Wouldn't be surprised if I see Robertson pitch one of those games, maybe even start. And then the weekend, the big one for Point Park on the 22nd. They welcome Notre Dame into town. That's AMC Conference leading Notre Dame will come into town for Senior Day. Huge one again, Zelenka and Zana. You can pencil that one in as some definites. What will start the games against Notre Dame. Let's bring in Aaron Cooney now. A big week for the Pioneers. If they want home field for the AMC playoffs, this is where they're going to get it.
Definitely got to get it done, especially against Notre Dame. Being that AMC team coming in, that you got to go up and leapfrog to get that #1 spot. And, that's what's going to be big. Home field advantage for the Pioneers. We want to see people show up. But I think the huge thing there, they have a under 500 record with the losing record. They're 13-15, I believe it said. But the Pioneers can definitely do this here at home. They're going to need the pitching. They got their top in Zana and Zelenka going to be playing there. That's exactly what we're going to look. And we're going to need some good outings like we saw here today from both of those pitchers.
They're going to need the bats, though, too.
Yeah.
As much as we've called it a Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde type thing, Durunda and Pasenka in that 4-5 hole really did not play that well today against Walsh. I don't think they recorded a hit at all, and they're going to need those two to be there for them down the stretch here coming up towards the tail end.
And you're going to need your big bats, and that's what you just mentioned right there, Durunda and Pasenka. You need them to show up as well. But, it seems you just keep looking and you see these other wins that they've been able to pull out. There's always been somebody there on that team that has shown up for that game. But if you really want to win, you want to go far in this AMC tournament and the playoffs and everything like that, you're going to need the whole team to show up. And that's just what we have not seen from this Pioneer softball squad the whole year long.
And Moran needs to get healthy, too. That'd
be a big help
in there in the lineup. What do you see them doing this week? Again, 4 big AMC conference games.
I can see them taking 3 out of 4. I think it's going to be huge for the Pioneers. Going to get some good starting pitching, and they're going to get it done here on the weekend. The end cap here against Notre Dame, the Pioneers, 3 out of 4.
So you're saying a sweep against Carlo and a split against the Falcons?
That's what I'm liking right now.
So a split against the Falcons, a sweep against Carlo. Thank you, Aaron. Let's shift it over to baseball. Let's show you the road ahead for the Pioneers. A very interesting week here for Point Park in the sense of some non-conference games mixed in with some conference games. Salem International scheduled to go tomorrow again. Maybe if it doesn't rain, they'll have to see. And then they got Notre Dame into town. That's bottom feeder Notre Dame, that is, on the men's side of things. They have them on Thursday and Saturday. The interesting day off in between there in the AMC Conference. Peluso, Latzenheiser, Clark, Monroe will all go in the AMC conference games there. Let's bring in Matt Desmond. Big ones coming up for the Pioneers. This is a time where they can really make that statement and push forward.
Yeah, I'm coming off the 2 losses to Mount Vernon. You want to get right back into the flow of things in the AMC conference. And I think the schedule ahead for the Pioneers is favorable as they do face Notre Dame. They have a 4-game set against them. And I think they're going to do pretty good against Notre Dame.
We need to see Bodner step back up there. That middle of the lineup, 1, 2, 3, 4. Angle's been playing really well. But Grice, Lucott, Bodner, I'd like all to see them really move forward, get back to where they were towards the beginning of the season.
Yeah, what we were talking about, you said Lucott and Grice. Every time they get on base, this Pioneer team, they're generating the motors and they're getting that offense going. And once they get that offense going, it's creating more opportunities for the middle of the lineup. We see Bodner and Angle have those opportunities to get those runners in across home plate, and it's opening up more holes for the bottom of the lineup as well. As we mentioned, that Sowers, he's doing a very good job at the number 9 hole. So I think it's contribution throughout the whole lineup is very balanced, and I think if they're all clicking on all the cylinders in one game, it can be very scary for the opponents.
And they've been hit by the strikeout bug a little bit lately as well. Macer had a bunch of Ks. Wright had 5 on the day there. They need to try to get the ball in play and try to have that defense make some mistakes too.
Yeah, once you saw, we were talking about the number 4 role in that pitching rotation. Every time we get to see that, the bats aren't going for the number 4 hitter, the number 4 pitcher.
What are you seeing here for Salem International and Notre Dame?
I could see the sweep against Salem International if they get those games in, and I could see them going 3-1.